Well, Musk is singing the blues about people blowing up Teslas. I just don't understand it. I've only wanted to do good. I thought Democrats were the love and peace people and compassionate. And yeah, well, they care about all the people you're firing and all the BS that you're doing. What an idiot. It's called karma. I wanted to ask the card, how did Musk get to where he's at? Okay, now what I got is an odd read. Now Musk, for those that don't know, I think most people know now, Musk was raised as a child, was named after a character called Elon, who went to Mars. Yeah, Elon that went to Mars and was the ruler in Mars. He went and made a settlement. So this has been his whole focus. This was his focus since a child. They even named him after this character that went to Mars, okay, and settled it and became the ruler. So this is his background. And then his father, you know, they're Nazis, apartheid, Nazis. So I guess he wants to go up and make a white supremacist Mars. But this is what he was raised with, okay? So this is what the new action of was, his emotional maturity that he loves. Okay, what's fueling him, what lights his fire, if you will, is coercion, okay, coercion. And he wants to bring these things to an end. He wants to bring to an end the thing that he loves, which is being able to, you know, be the Elon of Mars, the ruler, the great Elon of Mars, okay? Maybe that's why, again, one reason he's got so many kids, okay? I'm going to populate Mars myself, and I'm going to be the ruler. Yeah, but let's see, the energy coming in now is, you know, what rules his emotions. And we have the be here now. Now we have from the past to the future, okay? And that's where he is. He's the little dog between the past and the future where he wants to go that's ruling his emotions. You know, he keeps going. He's a mercurial person. The renewal of holding on to this, retreating into his change of plans. You know, it's just like he just tries to go around it. He gets an obstacle, he goes around it. He finds another way. Very mercurial. He can change his mind in an instant, but it's all about where he's at now between the past and the future. And like the little dog with his little stick, you know, this rules his emotions. And it's all about the past being named Elon, okay? And being told all about the Mars thing, and that's his whole focus. So what's going on now? It's about this liberation that he's, you know, allowed. He bought the presidency, okay? He bought this ability for control. But it's got the beginnings of it, beginning at the end, that there are some regrets in the winter of the soul. Because why? All of the things he's doing that he thinks he's so brilliant at, he and Trumpenstein, two big dictators, is coming back to haunt him. Tesla is going up in smoke. the Germans just said they would never buy a Tesla, okay? So, the things that he thinks he's got going now are crash and burning. People are looking at all the things he's doing, okay? He's wanting more government contracts. He wants to be able to fuel more. He wants to get rid of communication systems and put his own there, although the ones he wants to put in there are less effective than what they have now. Okay? So the challenge is new actions, the message about the actions when it comes to wisdom, because he just doesn't have any. His machinations, he's got unreliable associates, and the strength of these unreliable associates and just not having wisdom when it comes to the messages he's putting out there about the actions. Doge, all the stuff he's doing is blowing up, okay? So the potential outcome is about the futility, his imaginations about his covetousness, what he wants, everything he wants to grab, because it's all fueled by his imaginations of going to Mars, doing what he's going to do. And that's what he sleeps with every day, okay? That's what his mind spin is on, when he's retreating in sleep. It's all about the dreams about going to Mars and being the Elon. I'm going to be the Elon in Mars. So now what was the extra information? It's about family. Now here we have 2 women and 2 babies. Oh, gee, I wonder what that's about. That he's adaptable. Again, mercurial. He can change in a heartbeat and where he's going. But he is a parasite. Okay, he's a parasite that feeds off of others. And he's one that sows discord, Baphomet. He's one that sows discord, feeds off of others when it comes to the relationships with his family, the mothers, the children, etc. Also, I think this has to do with those he surrounds himself with. Now, people say he's so brilliant, he did Tesla, he did this, he did that. He was involved, I guess, with PayPal for a time. But no, these were not his, coming out of his brain. He took things other people had, and he had money and funded it. That's it. And then he took it as if it was his. Okay? He's like Trumpenstein. Okay? They'll steal other people's things and claim it for their own. So that's how he's gotten where he is, but make no mistake, he is a parasite, one that sows discord, covets people's things, the futility of his imaginations, what he thinks he knows, because he's got no wisdom, is what it says. Machinations. Okay, the strength of the machinations of people he's surrounding himself with. Okay, so this would have to do with Trumpenstein and a bit of regrets beginning now. He's starting to have some regrets because his business things are blowing up in his face, and people are seeing, you're not smart at all. You think you're smart, but you're an idiot. Okay? And this is about him, again, changing plans, retreating because he's got the mercurial soul. He'll continue to make a change here, a change there. Okay? And he will have no problem in coercing others to bring an end to get what he wants, okay? Just like he's coerced these women, and now they have all these children with him, which he will use to further his own ends, okay? But it's all about, again, what he started with, what he loves emotionally, what grabs his emotions is about the rulership. He wants to be the Elon of Mars. The message about his actions, okay? And I like that. She's looking upwards there. About his message about his actions in Mars and what he sleeps with at night, what he retreats to his dreams, but then again, all of his drama that he's got surrounding people, okay? He loves, with this drama here and now, what he continues to hold on to from the past to the future, okay? Wants to be liberated, wants to fly up to Mars so that he can be a ruler, okay? He's got no wisdom. That's his challenge, is wisdom. And he imagines himself going there, and so he will do whatever foxy move, adaptable to get what he wants, okay? He has no care about anybody but himself and becoming the Elon of Mars, okay? Becoming the Elon of Mars. So that's how he's gotten to where he's at. Through coercion, control, okay? Other people's imagination, other people's vision, which he would take for his own, okay? Even the vision about going to Mars, that was planted in there as a child, okay? Even being named Elon, just like that story about the Elon that went to Mars. So it's like he's been programmed, a little robot that's been programmed for that. And so he will do whatever to get what he wants, okay? Mercurial. Changeable, a parasite, taking others, feeding off of others, starting problems, okay? Yeah, so that's how he's gotten to where he's at. Ooh, so nice, isn't it? On that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.